Hello guys, welcome to another video. In last video, I've shown you how to create this file, which is a simple file for uh, commands, okay, to implement commands on our virtual assistant. So let's implement this file, okay? So we're going to come here on our project. As you're gonna work with files, we're gonna add system.io, okay? System.io, working with files. Let's read that file. Okay, let's read that file. I have load speech. We're going to load right here the speech. Let's create a dictionary. Okay, private dictionary. Dictionary string commands. Okay, I'm gonna call commands. Okay, we are going to work with this key value thing. Okay, so let's right here. Let me create a region. Region loading. Let's see, loading key values into the dictionary. Okay, let's create a string reader. Reader is going to be equal to string reader. We have the file cmd.txt. Okay, we're going to enter in a while loop, while reader.peak greater equals 0. Okay, let's read a line, string line, just be equal reader.readLine. Okay, let's split this by var parts, which is going to be line dot split. Remember the character that we're gonna choose to separate these values. Okay, so the first one, parts, comment this, parts, it's wrong, it's something wrong right here. Oh, I just forget it. Okay, parts 0 is the key and parts 1 is the value. Okay, so let's just add this. First of all, we need to instantiate the dictionary, but let me just close that region, this region. Okay, let's instantiate that dictionary. I think I'm gonna instantiate right here. Sorry, commands equal new commands. Okay, this is a dictionary. Let's add these key values. Commands dot add parts 0, which is the key, parts 1, which is the value. Okay, so that's cool. We have the commands on the into the dict. Okay, great. Now we have to load this commands into a grammar. Let me minimize this. I'm gonna create a grammar. I'm gonna call region create the commands grammar. Okay, grammar, pretty cool. Let's create another region. Okay, finish the region. Let's create a grammar, which is going to be called commands grammar. Okay, equal new grammar builder. We have to pass some arguments here. New choices. We have to pass a list of strings. Okay, let's copy the keys, which we can do by typing commands dot keys dot to array. Okay, let's see. Okay, this first word should be capitalized. I think capitalize it's gonna be easier to remember, okay, and to identify. So let's just change this. Okay. Okay, pretty cool. Let's just add a name to this grammar, which is going to be CMDs. Okay. Let's load this into the computer memory. Okay, cool. We have this. Now we are ready to execute commands. Okay. So right here we have this either result of competence. This doesn't matter right now. Let's just, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna delete this, but let's just comment this, and I'm going to work really hard here. Let's add a switch statement. We are going to switch between the grammar name. Okay, we are going to work on the grammar name. So the first case is the CMDs. Okay, CMDs. Break. Okay, the default. Let's add the default right here. Default. Okay, and the break statement. Okay, so right here we can now process that command. How are we going to do that? There are several ways to do this. We can create another class just to handle to process that. I have to think a little bit right now. Let me see. We do have to make a lot of to write a lot of code right in this file form1.cs. Let me just think if it's worth it to create another file just to handle that. Let's just create this. Let's call the handler. Okay, cs. It's going to be public. Let me see. We can create a dictionary. Okay, let's create a public dictionary string. So we are just gonna copy that dictionary commands. Let's add a get set property because we're going to define this public handler. Okay, so very easy to understand. Let's create a overload to this handler. Okay, this is going to be the dictionary string dict. Let's just define this dot commands. Let me see. This dot commands equal dict. Okay, so this is the handler. This class is going to process the input. Okay, just this, pretty basic. Let's create a we're going to create a string because we're going to return a string, and we can speak that string. Okay, we have the handler. Let's just create a method called handle. Okay, let's declare a string input. Okay, here we have several ways to process this data. I'm gonna create a string called that's called output. Okay, this input output thing is or analogy is very good to have in mind. So we have the this. We're going to have some entry point here. So we're gonna enter some data like what time is. Okay, so the first we're gonna do is to we're going to minimize. Okay, no capital words here because we are working, as you can see here, with just these words without. Let me see. Okay, let's go. Okay, so what are we gonna do now? We need to get the key. So let's use a try catch because this is I think the fastest way to get a key. Okay. What we're gonna do? We have to get the comment type. Okay, so let's create a string. We're gonna call cmd type. Go string.empty, and let's just get the key. Okay, cmd type is going to be equal commands. The key is going to be the input. If this works, very good. Okay. If not, we're going to define the cmd type as let me see, known. I'm gonna call it just known. Okay, I think that's good. So this is going, let's just create this. I'm gonna call this void because we're not going to return anything here. Okay, this is just going to get the key of this dictionary. Okay, that's good. Let's create another method, which is going to be the actual processing string response. Okay, we don't need to pass any argument. Okay. Okay, so we're going to add a switch statement. I'm gonna create a string which is going to be this string switch statement. A switch statement. Let me see. Oh, I get it. I get it. We need to declare a global variable. Okay, let's create a global variable, but it's going to be private string cmd type. Okay, cmd type. We're done with this. Capital letter. Cmd type. Okay, let's just start with the cases. Okay. I'm gonna split my screen. Let's work this way. Okay. The first case is what time. Okay. The what time is going to return the time. Let's assign this variable response, which is going to be equal datetime dot now dot to short time string. Okay, very easy, very fast to do this. The second case, what date. Okay, what date response is going to be equal datetime dot now dot to short date string break. Okay, and we have the restart break, and we have the shutdown. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna implement this right now. And we have, of course, the case none. Okay, the case none is going to assign the value I don't understand. Great. Okay, that's pretty much. Let's return response. Okay, let me see. Oh, I'm out of that scope. Should be right here. Return response. Okay. So this is what I would have done. Let's come here. This is kind of ugly, but I'm gonna change that. Okay. I'm gonna add some picture right here. It's gonna change them dramatically. So we are not going to. Okay, this is this is the actual processing, but whatever that we have done. Okay, let's create another variable, which is I'm gonna call answer, which is going to be equal to empty. In this method, okay, we need to call that class right here. Okay, private handler let's instantiate that class. Handler equal new handler. Okay, I think it's better to instantiate right after the dictionary. Okay, let's see the dictionary. Okay, something like here, commands. Commands. Okay, that's great because we're passing this dictionary as a method to instantiate that dictionary. Yeah. Okay, so nice. Let's see. Okay, now just assign the variable answer as equal handler dot. Okay, I have two methods here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we're gonna call in 2 steps. Okay, but you can change that. I'm just showing you how to make the things. Okay, so that's pretty much. Let me see right here. Seems cool. Let's try to run this. Let's see. Take serious arguments. Oh, handler dot. Let me see. Oh, I get it. We need to pass the input. Okay. So we're gonna handle this. Let's run. I don't think this code is very. I don't know. Maybe this code isn't that good. There are a lot of poor techniques here. Hello? What time is it? What time is it? What date is it? Oh, I get it. We're not calling anything. Okay. Just work this way. Let's run again. Hello? How are you? Hello? I think the confidence is too high. Let's try to decrease a little bit. 0.2. Hello? What time is it?
6:31 a.m.
What date is it?
October 9th, 2017.
Shut down. Shut down. Restart. Restart computer. Okay. That is the pretty basic way to implement commands. Okay. Let me just explain a little bit again. So we have this this way to implement, which are sentence action. Okay. I just add this commands. You can help me by creating these files. Later on this playlist, I'm gonna add some machine learning algorithms, so we don't need to create some fancy. Okay, but we do need to create a class which is better to handling these sentences, okay, or these commands. Okay, but anyway, this was the video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to subscribe and share this video as much as you can, okay, to help me to make more people know about my channel. Okay, so that was the video again. Hope you like it, and see you later.